So we've been in our house for about 16 years, so things were due for a refresh, and we knew that we wanted to focus on our bathrooms. So we started thinking about which bathrooms we were going to do and when we were going to do them. So we did 2 of the secondary bedroom bathrooms, and then we also did our master bath. In the secondary bedrooms, we actually had a Jack and Jill bath, and we had engaged a lot of contractors to come in and provide a solution to separate the bathroom into 2 bathrooms. And the responses we got were all over the board. And I had heard that New Way, who we had known previously because we had received a lot of our plumbing supplies from them, not only in this house but in our previous house. And I heard that New Way was actually doing construction bathroom renovations, and so I reached out to them, and I was just really pleased with their creativity and how they approached the project. After we met with Steve and we ran through all the designs, and then we also met with Rochelle, the designer, who was fantastic, and we came up with a concept for both our other bathrooms and the master bath. Then we started talking about pricing and timing, and it was very clear to me that we were going to go with New Way because other contractors were really not as committed to providing us with a solid schedule and a date and a pretty definitive timeline and pricing. And I just felt a lot of credibility with New Way when we were talking with them because they have their own contractors, their own crews, and they were really able to commit to a date and a program. I had a pretty good idea of what I was looking for, and I had some inspiration photos that I brought to my initial meeting with Rochelle. And Rochelle just did a fantastic job of listening to what my ideas were, but then also offering some suggestions and maybe things that I hadn't thought about. I ultimately appreciated the solution that they came up with, and it was the best solution. It checked all the boxes for us. So our first project with New Way was for the Jack and Jill bathroom that we wanted to separate into the 2 bathrooms, and that project went beyond expectations. And so when it came to actually doing our master bath, which was going to be a significantly even larger project, we had 100% confidence, and I had no doubt that we were going to go with New Way again, and didn't even consider any other entities when we were thinking about redoing our master bath. What separates, in my mind, New Way from some of the other contractors is the level of service, the people that we come in contact with, from the owner to the actual staff at New Way to even their subcontractors. Everyone was very coordinated and was just a pleasure to work with, and nothing was impossible. And I felt that we really had this team approach whenever there were issues or there were questions or requests that my husband and I may have made. It was always a joint resolution, and that sense of teamwork and inclusion really was important. Secondly, they delivered what they promised. They exceeded our expectations. And the quality of the work from the team that did the demolition and the attention to detail and just the respect for our house to all of their contractors and the final product is really second to none. I would recommend them wholeheartedly to anyone. In fact, I've referred them to my brother, who's going to be starting his project pretty soon with New Way. And I also appreciated, in particular, how they really respected that this was our house, and all of the accommodations that they made, all of the precautions that they took in terms of like covering the furniture, covering the carpet, and really making sure that they were as least intrusive as possible was really important to us, and I really appreciated the thoughtfulness. Even after the fact, if there were some things that came up, New Way was very responsive. But in general, the quality of work was fantastic. The respect for the customer and the relationship that we've forged through the process has really been a positive experience. We've built other homes and had other projects before, and we don't always have such positive results. But with New Way, I would say that they really delivered on what they promised, and I would recommend them wholeheartedly to anyone.